Peace. Peace to the divine infinite consciousness. Peace to the divine infinite self. Also, peace to the God body. Yo, this broadcast is about our big homies. Yeah, everybody got big homies. I'm talking about big homies. Like, people call them giants and shit, like 6 something, 7 feet or whatever, 6'6", 6'8", giants and shit, 6'9". Man, this motherfucker's taller than 13 even more feet. Man. See, this is why it's important for you to know the cosmology of this plane, because if you don't, you'll get caught and swept under the rug with everybody else. With the upgrade just going away, like just like the upgrade, everybody getting their upgrades and shit. You'll be missing the upgrade. You don't want to try to do that. And I say try because you'll be purposely ignoring certain information that you know is meant for your ass. And it's like, damn. So yeah, it's all in your nap. It's all in the nigga nap, man. You know what I'm saying? The nigga nap is explaining it. It's the perfect circle. The only perfect circle in nature. Also, the nigga nap can make a bud that'll be a perfect ball. A little bitty ball. Nigga nap. You know what I'm saying? So, everything is real. Let me make my ass across the street. This person wants to try to hit me or something. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. So anyhow, though, the Titans is the ones who helped shape this plane right here, this section of the plane. We're on an infinite plane. The shit spreads out fucking 76 trillion light years and fucking across. You understand this? And there's a center. And that's where it all goes down. See, their view of the galaxy is it's an overview, how we will be looking at it, looking up, versus us being able to look at, okay, let me explain this shit the real way. Shit, fuck it. Since I'm out here, I'm at the tree, so we doing it. Let me log in. So yeah, the galaxy is not the way that you think, but yet it is. So when you think of galaxy, you can't think of their cosmology or the Copernicus model. We're on an infinite plane. So from this plane, we're on the dense third dimensional reality. So as above, so below. We're down here, which is up there to them. And this is up there and they're up there to us, which is pretty much down there. So what it is these, on this physical plane, it's reflecting how it looks up there. There's a center core up there as well. And so down here, there's a center core as well. And we happen to be on the outer ring. It's definitely truth in that. We're on the outer ring. But everything is controlled and everything is maintained. And it's going to be handled in due time. See, the Titans, they shaped this world right here on what we call Midgard, or what they call, or the Norse call Midgard. It's easier to refer to it as that or as such right now. And so you had beings that crawled up in this motherfucker like roaches, and their spirits came from the underworld, which reflects the same shit up here. So when you got the stars up there, each star represents a spirit. And each star that you could be seen are different groups of spirits that's clinked together, that's making this shit so you can see them. See, it's you manifested with a whole bunch of other spirits, making this whole one spirit that we see. That's why you see a motherfucker that be like, "Damn, he remind me of," but he may not even look nothing like that motherfucker. So this is what it is, man. So we're on this infinite plane that spreads out over 76 trillion light years. And we have to say light years because this shit's a plane. And that's the way they want to show you to kind of trick you in plain sight. But that's just the top view, the overview of what they're showing. And the only way to see this magnetic view, you have to basically, it's a deep situation to see the core from this plane of existence. But that's how it is. And there's a lot of different galaxies, a lot of different ones. But this one, when they crawled up on this realm, they kind of was allowed to rule for a second. And it became, but I ain't gonna say allowed, because it was a war, you know what I mean? Mugs didn't get the backup right then. So, they had their beings that came along and did their thing. And so you had a certain bodies in the sky that was pushed back, that caused certain cataclysmic events. And so there was a time that the Arcadians supposed to be, and if that's supposed to be an archaeological thing, the Arcadians already spoke of that there was no moon before. But there was a sun, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but before the sun, there was a Saturn. And that gave off like a purpley haze type of planet. And you could see its little moons, and it affect that, but that's in the golden age. But when it's in the golden age, that's when, we had all the crystalline, silica-based shit, fucking big-ass, just mushrooms and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just all of this is all over the goddamn place. So this is how they hide the truth in plain sight. They give you sci-fi, but they'll give you fantasy, too. And so the sci-fi just happens to explain certain things as how you travel and shit, because most of their shit is dealing with traveling. But when you're dealing with the fantasy is dealing with how you live and the magic and the magi and shit like that. Using trees as portals and shit. So it was a time with certain other, the Titans, they swiped off and scraped the planet out. And this is what they cause all the volcanoes and all this shit. Those are just nuclear waste dumps for individuals to be like, to make you think that, hey, this is how land is formed. But lava doesn't form in a geometric shape like everything else does. And so, like, looking at the snow, I'm trying to see now if it's like that, and make it see the geometric shape up in there somewhere, but it's crystallized. As you can see the silica rocks. It's like, shit like that. You can see that that comes from that's the mathematical code. You see that. So when we dealing with the Metatron's cube, we're dealing with the 5 basic platonic shapes. And these 5 basic platonic shapes can be seen. And now some people say there's other shapes and shit like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But these 5 is the most prevalent and the one that we see the most. And it's in everything. And so a graphic guy called this the Fibonacci sequence. You know what I'm saying? These are things that they're striving to confirm that we already know and mastered. So right now, the hypnosis shit is kind of waking up. Now there's a such thing as hypnosis, being hypnotized. Now that's what's called a spell. A hypnotize is being able to make you think a certain way, and that you see a certain thing, and these motherfuckers will be right in front of your ass, and you don't even fucking know it. Doing whatever they do, controlling you and shit. But they can't control you forever, but they're gonna give you certain things to try to fuck you up and scar you and shit. The only way you can master that is start eating the food that comes straight from the earth, and also fasting and drinking the right waters. That's pretty much it on that one. And exercising, because they're striving to keep your kundalini down so you won't be able to ascend. They want to keep you here in this game. And that's how the moon got up there. The moon comes around, makes everybody lunatic, hitting every house in the zodiac. For those who don't know and understand how to use it with their emotions, then they'll be able to fuck up. And that allowed them to be able to come back and keep reincarnating here and doing different lives. And now they're just experiencing lives like, fuck it, this is what it is. You only get one life, yo. And that's what that type of feel comes from. And you truly trying to get the fuck up out of here, you're going to have to do this type of shit. This is for the real people. This is for the real 144 that's here. Now we know there's another holy people on earth that ain't been touched, and they trying to touch them. Anyhow, though, you're gonna have to deal with us right now and take a page out their book. When you're dealing with a narcissist, now you know that you learned your lesson. Are you ready? You ready? You ready to see what you're made of? You ready to see who you are? Hey, more love, blessings, and subscribe. And I love you. Peace.